There she is. Turkey crown, covered in streaky bacon. Just giving her some time just to kind of aerate before I stick her in the Dutch oven. So put a bit of butter in and oil just to stop it from sticking. And a bit of oil. So I'll leave that to up a little bit more, and then I'll stick turkey. Just sealing it in, and then safely put it all back together, and then I'll just leave it for a little while just to kind of start to seal. So it's raised up from the fire. Obviously I don't want it to kind of deep fry, but I want it to just slow roast, so I'll be gradually raising it up higher and higher till I feel I'm at the optimum temperature, just to let it roast a bit longer. Also doing some pigs in blankets, some veg and some other bits and bobs which you'll see, but yeah, can't wait to tuck in. Looking good, smells fantastic. You can never have too many roast potatoes. I'm going to cook these in beef dripping. I'm going to boil them first for about 10 minutes or so, and then let them rest, steam off a little bit, warm up the dripping. Then once the dripping's nuclear hot, then it's going to go in. All ready for the pan. So, peas pudding. I kind of grew up on this as a kid. I was going to my grand's house. They're war generation. I don't know where the peas pudding came from with having with roast dinners, but it certainly started me off. And I can't have a roast dinner now really if I'm cooking it myself without peas pudding. It's cheap, I think it's made out of chickpeas, just kind of blend it up. Like I said, I don't know the origins of them having it with the dinner. I know up north they have it with ham in a sandwich. One of my old Geordie mates mentioned that, so I've got this from Morrison's. I believe you can get it in most places. All I'm simply going to do is just rest it next to the fire, slowly heat it up, and that's kind of self-sufficient really. I don't have to do much with it, just heat it up. It might get a bit crispy on the top, but I love the stuff. What I will do though is just leave a little bit on top of the lid, like so I can manoeuvre it around the fire, and I'll just stab it through the centre just to make sure there's no air cavities, which could then allow it to blow up on me, which I've had it done before in the oven at home. So peas pudding, again, looks quite retro, doesn't it? Quite 70s, but it's like you can eat it cold. It's already cooked. Yeah, good stuff. Peas pudding. So this is a British Army tin opener. It's actually one that I used when I was in the army myself many years ago, when we got issued the old tin ration packs, which you can't get anymore unless you've got them kind of stashed away somewhere or by a specialist. But bomb-proof bit of kit. This is, God, probably about 20 years old. I even use this at home. I like to use this over the tin openers I've got at home. Alright. Mrs. got electric ones. We got, as you can imagine, pretty much the same as what you guys have got at home. But I always go to this one because I find it works. I can open a tin quicker. than what I can do the other ones. I'm saying every single one of my Bergens I've always got them attached on a bit of a lanyard just in case, and I always secure them with a bit of old inner tube just to keep them kind of from catching. But I say, most militaries have got something similar. I know the Americans have got a model. Most armies have got their own version of this if they've got tinned rations, but like I said, absolute bomb-proof bit of kit. Definitely one to have in your bag just in case you get the opportunity to have some tin food or get hold of some tin food when out camping. Especially if you've got bacon grill or corned beef, when the keys normally snap on them bloody things. You know, you can deploy this on it and get it open no time at all. But yeah, worth having. Options. It's always good to have options. Cool. Smells good. Ooh. Beef dripping, the finest. Nice slow cook. Yeah, that's hot. simply just browning them off before I stick them in with the turkey. Hopefully the lid will keep it in its position. I'll leave that for a couple of minutes. Nice bit of crispiness there now. Overkill, I know, but hey, it's Christmas. Or whatever holiday you celebrate, if any. How fluke is this? I didn't even kind of consider how many pigs in blankets I had to the sausage meat portions I made, and believe it or not, I've got one for each portion. Don't know if you can see that, but I'll take a picture. So we are well on our way to hopefully soon devour this lovely meal that's been cooked over the fire. You see the sausage meat is done, so I'm just now keeping it warm because the wind's naturally blowing that way anyway, and now for any excess fat to drip off. The veg, lovely roasted. Yorkshire puddings. Sadly, I've not decided to make my own this time. I normally do, but I thought I'd go for the easy option as I had to carry everything in and don't want the mess. Peas pudding is nicely roasted. and the pigs in blankets with the turkey is well on its way. So what I'll do is, when it comes to serving up, I'll bring it back to show you, but I can't wait. Also the gravy, I'm going to be making a gravy out of the juices from the turkey from the Dutch oven, along with the water. I boiled the potatoes in, along with a bit of a Bisto turkey flavouring, just to give that extra bit of flavour. But no, well happy. Catch you in a bit. Ah, Bisto. Come on, a bit of Bisto. I like my gravy thick. Each their own. I like lots of gravy. I think gravy for me kind of finishes off a roast nicely. So what I'll do is I'll just raise this up a little bit. More of a slow simmer. Just allow it to thicken up. Maybe a touch more. Perfect. Temptation not to include John in this feast and kind of quickly snaffle it for myself is very tempting. But I've got one more night here with him, and I think he'd probably stick me in the Dutch oven for doing so. This nicely finishes off a year. Yeah, baby. Well, there it is, the finished product. John's already tucking in. Yeah. So we're not only eating the food of the gods, we are the gods tonight. Having a great old feast. Happy days. So there's the end result after several hours of slaving over the fire. I love it though. Christmas dinner in the woods, can't beat it. I always find it's always good going that extra mile, bringing in fresh produce and the Dutch ovens and all that kind of stuff, because you get a nicer taste. If you're going to do it, you do it properly. You know. There's John.
Merry Christmas all.
Yeah. Or whatever you're into, being the PC brigade that we are nowadays. So yeah, I'm not going to record myself eating it, because I think that's a bit unfair for you guys that are watching this, because obviously it looks delicious and I don't want you to start to drown in your own saliva. So just imagine what it'd be like to eat this. Anyway, catch you in a bit, take care. Must be Christmas good. Bit of Bushmills. I like Bushmills. Look at that. Well, hey, it does kind of work. Oh well, there you go. Oh well, happy days. Well, probably not as good as brandy. I believe it's brandy it's traditionally used, but a bit of evaporated milk. Again, I like it. Looks like an egg. Right.